Alright, today I'm going to show you how I make Instagram captions that actually catch attention without having to spend hours editing. I recently used this exact setup for a client. We made his reels look super clean and easy to follow, and his content started getting way more views and, most importantly, way more leads. It didn't take crazy editing skills or a bunch of time. It just made the content easier to watch, and that's pretty much the entire goal. I'm going to break down the exact system that I use, and yeah, I built something to literally make everything 10 times faster, and I'm going to show you how, so let's get into it. So let me show you a quick before and after from the same client I've been working with. You'll see that it's the same message and same offer. All I did was clean up how the content looked, and that ultimately brought a lot more views and leads. We're gonna hop over to his Instagram right here. I'm just gonna click on Instagram and search up his name, which is Kika Donzinga, or right there, as you can see. And he's been growing crazy followers since we started working together. He gained about like 2K so far, which is crazy. So the content is working. But anyways, this is the content that he was posting before. The message is solid, but visually it's just kind of easy to scroll past. Like, there's not as much rhythm. The text doesn't really guide your eye to where to look. But other than that, the scripting and the writing and offer was still amazing and still very good. But visually, the content wasn't getting to where it needed to be. So now I'm going to show you the reels that we made with the viral IG captions pack. If I were to scroll up here, as you can see, even the thumbnails are looking way better. So if I were to click on this one right here, as you can see, it's the same exact script and voice, but with just overall better pacing, captions that hit, and overall just a way more polished feel. So this is just a few examples right here of the viral IG captions pack, and as you can see, it's getting a lot of engagement. It's looking very good. So yeah, after watching this, as you can see, it's way easier to watch, right? I didn't change what he was saying, his offer, or any of that. I just made it easier to watch, and most importantly, easier to feel. After that, he started getting way more quality viewers, and that's actually when the leads start to come in. And that's because people who actually resonated with the message stuck around to the end of the video, so he was able to get his message across and potentially get higher quality leads, which is exactly what happened. So now I'm going to head over to Premiere Pro, and I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I make these. So this is the entire timeline of these 6 reels that I did yesterday. And as you can see, the timeline is pretty fat. I'm just going to cut the audio right here so that doesn't get in your guys' way. And plus, he's speaking in French anyway, so all my US viewers are not going to be able to understand anyways. So I'm just going to turn down the sound. And we're going to pick one of these reels, and I'm just going to remake it and basically show you guys the entire process of how I make these reels in such a short amount of time and make them look absolutely fucking beautiful every time. So what we're going to do is just grab this Reels 3 right here. We're going to be using this example, and we're just going to copy this and open a new comp right here. And I'm just going to paste that in just like that. And I'm just going to adjust the size because it did put it into the wrong format. So we're going to do 2160s to get 4K vertical. And right here, we're going to do 3840. Just like that. We're going to click OK. And as you can see, now we have the perfect size. And what we're going to do now is select all of this. We're going to right click and go to Nest just to simplify everything. And we're going to go inside of After Effects and just open that, wait for that to load. And we're going to be using an AE link. But if you don't have After Effects, what you can do is go over to your graphics templates, and you have a bunch right here. So if I were to just drag this one in, for example, let me just go right there. As you can see, we have a text animation like this, and you can fully customize everything inside of here. As you can see, you can play with the color, the glow threshold radius. If I were to make this green, just like for his personal branding, it would look something like this. As you can see, that was just like super easy to switch up and change. You got ones like this. You also have like some animations, like fully animated text. It's gonna take a second to load, just like that. Looks absolutely fire, but you can't really see much because it's overexposed and the grade is bad. But like I said, we're gonna go into After Effects and fix all that. So if you don't have After Effects, as I said, you have about 8 Mogerts here inside of Premiere Pro to play around with to make these captions, and they look just as good as the After Effects one. As you can see, fully customizable as well. All you have to do is literally just like replace right here, click enter, and then like there it is. And if it's like cutting just like that, you just got to scale down the font size. You're all good. And then you can just come here to effects controls, select your clip, and scale it up accordingly. So it's super simple to use and a huge time saver. So what we're going to do is take all this into After Effects, because personally I prefer an After Effects workflow. It's just a lot easier for me since I'm more of a After Effects kind of dude. So I'm going to go into After Effects and just click OK on these 2 little things that they're saying right here, and wait for that to load in. And we're just going to create a new project. So we're going to wait for that to load through just like that. Perfect. I'm just going to close this right here, and we're going to go to new comp, and we're going to name this comp 1. And we're going to go back to Premiere Pro. We're going to select all of our clips just like this. You're going to right click it, and you're going to go to replace with After Effects composition. And then you're just going to want to save this. I'm just going to go to my desktop and just save this as YouTube AP. Just like that. So we have all of our clips in. And oh, I forgot, what's most important is actually the subtitles. So what we're going to do is go to Reels 3 right there, and we're just going to copy and paste these subtitles into our sequence. So I'm just going to paste that in like right there, move that up, and we're going to zoom in and just bring that all the way to the start, just like that. We're going to enable that, and we're going to put those into After Effects as well. But all right, so right here inside of After Effects, you're gonna have all your captions just like that. So you're gonna go all the way to the bottom, make sure you're selected on everything, and you're just gonna pre-comp them like this. And if you don't have FXVault, you can just right click and click pre-compose right here and move all attributes into the new composition. So we're just going to Command X to cut that, and we're gonna paste that into our other timeline. And what we're gonna do here is grab all of this right here and throw it into one pre-comp. So this pre-comp right here is going to be vid and sound. So I'm gonna name it that. And this top one right here is going to be called text, just like that. And what we're going to do first is color the clip. So that's going to be the most important phase. So I'm going to click adjustment layer, and I'm going to search for the LUT that I have for him, just like that. And boom, one click, and we instantly took our footage from this to this. Looks beautiful. And now we're going to be doing the Instagram caption. So the whole viral IG caption pack. I'm going to show you guys how to import it, how to use it, and how cool it looks, and just overall how fucking amazing of a pack it is. So let me just show y'all. So what we're going to do is just close this one right here. We're going to go to our Finder, and you're going to go to your viral IG captions pack folder, and you're going to have bonus items. You're going to have bonus sound effects just like this. You're going to have some bonus presets, so like some zooms I'm going to show you guys how to use later on in this video, and some presets for Premiere Pro if you don't have After Effects. So you get the best of both worlds here. So you also have a bunch of viral fonts right here. So these are the ones that you need for the Mogerts and After Effects. And here are some other ones that you can play around with if you want to. And yeah, so what we're going to do is click the viral captions projects file right here. We're going to come to the projects panel right here. We're going to drag in the viral captions project file, just like that. It's going to open up. And if you want to find it quicker, you can just click type right here, and it's going to organize everything by type. So there we have it at the top. We're going to double click that. And here we have our entire comp, which has a bunch of templates right here to choose from. So I want to start off with, I really like how this one looks, but I want it to be green, just like his personal branding. So I'm going to show you guys how to change the colors and everything. So I'm going to come into, let's say, this one is green. I'm going to click on the text one. So this one, I'm going to click on gradient ramp and then Command A, then Command C to copy. I'm going to go back to comp 1, and I'm going to go to this one right here, and I'm going to go to text, Command A, delete, and then Command V to paste that in, and boom, now we have that same super cool green look. And to just fix the period here right at the end, we're just going to select that. And basically, if you want to select it, you can either double click the layer just like this, or if you get lucky enough, you can just do this right here and double click and you'll be able to get it. And we're just going to use the little eyedropper tool, and then boom, we have that green period, and that's how it's going to start to look. Okay, so here he says, est-ce que je vais être suffisamment engagé si je mets seulement 2000 euros? And that's the part that we're going to work on. Little French flex there for you guys. I am half French, by the way. So what we're going to do is this one, I believe, is 4 words. So we're going to grab the first 4 words on the other side right here. So let's see, let me just skip through this, and we're going to cut right here, and then we're going to go to the viral IG captions pack, so this one, and then we're just going to start writing it out here and replacing. So est-ce que, like this, and you don't want to play around with the position. I'm going to show you guys how to actually rearrange everything without messing up the animations. So instead of clicking P to move the position of this text, you're just going to click A. That's going to open up the anchor point, and you're going to grab this right one right here to move it up and down, or to the left or to the right with the left side. So we're just going to move it a bit to the right so we don't get that glowing extrusion right here that's going to cut. So est-ce que, let's see, is going to be que. And then what was he saying over here? Est-ce que je vais être, est-ce que, and then we're going to make the placed je vais, just like that. And we're going to move that over to the side so it doesn't overlap with the est-ce que, just like that. We can even bring that in a bit to the right. Okay, perfect. And then for the last one, the here, we're just gonna put est-ce que je vais être. So it was être. Yeah, that's what the word was. Just like that. And if you want to put it on top, you can just move the anchor point once again and place it below, so you do get that like glow going onto the word. And that's it. So we're going to go back to the project file of the viral captions pack. We're just going to copy and paste it into our comp, and we're going to put that on top. And what you're going to do now is just line it up to whenever it starts. So just like that, you're going to click right here on proportional grid so you can kind of get better placement, right? And we're going to put this in the center just by clicking center. We're going to increase the scale and click A or P or whatever to just bring it down right here on that line. And I'm just going to bring down the quality because my Mac has been giving me some issues lately. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm about to switch to PC anyways. So nonetheless, I'm just going to play this through. So as you can see, that instantly looks way, way better. And the word doesn't come in fast enough. So what we're going to do is go back to the template and we're going to grab the que and we're going to bring that over here until it starts to pop up. And we're going to grab the être right here and we're just going to slide it over so it comes in a bit faster. So if I were to play this through, let's see, no, that's a bit too fast. I think like right around there should be fine. So we're gonna go back to our comp. Est-ce que je vais être? Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna cut that and we're gonna cut the bottom text right here just so we can have the captions, and we're gonna move this just to the bottom line, just like we did for the viral captions pack. So just like this right on top of that line. And if we play this through now, it should look something like this. Boom, looks super fire. It is still a bit too slow of an animation, so I'm going to bring the être in a bit and the que as well and the je vais. And now we should get something like this. Perfect. And we can even stretch this out a bit and do an opacity fade. So keyframe it at 100 right here. Click Alt and your arrow keys to move it back like 3 frames, and then come right here to right before it ends, 1 frame before, bring the opacity down to 0. And now we get a super smooth fade out animation. And what you can do to make the opacity fade out a bit better is just right click it, go to keyframe assistant and just click easy ease, and the keyframes are going to ease out a lot better. And we're going to go on to the next part. So let's see, seulement 2000 euros. So I'm just going to cut it as soon as he starts saying that right here on text. I'm going to cut that, and then 2000 euros, and boom, cut that right there. We're going to go back to the viral IG captions pack, and let's say I want to use this one right here. All right, so I'm going to go back into this template. I'm going to grab the color, go to effect controls, select it all just like that. Go back to comp 1. We're going to go into this one. We're going to click text, select all, delete, and then we have the green text back on. We're going to delete this background for now. So we're going to type right here seulement, just like that. We're going to bring down the scale a tiny bit, just like that. And here we're going to write 2000 euro. That's 22,000. That's a bit too much. All right. And then just like that. And we're going to click A to bring up the anchor point and just slide it right underneath, barely touching. It usually looks better when you do it like that. We're going to go back into the comp 1 and command C to copy that and paste that in right there. And boom, that's perfect. Seulement 2000 euros. So he says 2K right about here. So we're going to slide the animation to pop up right around there. We're going to click Command K to play with the comp settings, and we're going to make comp a bit longer. So here I'm just going to put like 4 just to be safe. I'm going to click Command A and just drag all of this out. Go back to the comp 9 and just do this. Place this on top of the original text. So now we're going to click center. We're going to scale that up. We're going to click A, bring that down to this top line right there, and delete the text underneath. And then boom, there it is. Looks absolutely fire. I really like this look. And if you want to make it a bit smoother, you should make your comp 60 frames per second, and mine was not for some reason. So if I were to play this through now, yeah, my computer is taking a toll on that 60 frames per second. Just give it a sec to load. But let's just wait for this to load, man. I'm so tired of this computer. It's so damn slow. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm done crashing out. This is what it's going to start to look like. It looks insanely smooth. There's one thing that you might not get at first. I'm going to explain to you really quickly so you do not run into this issue ever. You do not, once you make a text right here, for example, like we wrote this one, it's right here inside of our pre-comp. What you want to do if you want to edit this exact same style of caption again in the pack, what you want to do is double click it, go into this layer, right? You want to click Command C and just paste it out here, still inside of the viral captions comp. And then you want to pre-comp it. So then you can edit the contents of this one again without interfering with the original one here. Because if you were just to go inside and edit this pre-comp, it would change it inside of our actual timeline because this pre-comp is attached to this one right here, as you can see. But if I were to click this pre-comp that we just made by copy and pasting outside and going back inside, as you can see, it's 2 different pre-comps. This is our editable one, and this is our original pre-comp right here. So you want to make sure to do that throughout your timeline so you do not interfere with your previous pre-comps inside of the timeline. So I'm going to quickly show you also the zooms that come with this pack. So I'm just going to add another adjustment layer. I'm going to go to animation presets, I'm going to go to my Zoom Energy pack, which is a separate pack, but the zoom that I'm going to be using from this pack is included in the viral IG captions pack. So we're going to be doing a smooth zoom out for the first part right here. We're trying to drag the keyframes to match and play that back. The computer is still having such a hard time, man. I'm done. I'm crashing out, y'all. I'm about to throw this Mac away. I need to get PC, man. All right, anyways, if I play this through now with the zoom effect, boom, just looks way, way smoother. And if I were to literally toggle everything off and play that through, as you can see, the difference is absolutely crazy. So yeah, let me just toggle all these layers back on just like this. And we have this look now, which just looks phenomenal. And we're just going to go back into Premiere Pro and just kind of show you how I do the rest. So I'm just going to go back to my original sequence right here. Let me just turn this off because this is our actual done comp right here. And what I would do is just come over here and just toggle off these Premiere Pro subtitles, since I already have them linked inside of After Effects. So that's all good. And what I like to do first is come and add like a light leak flash effect with a camera snap noise, which is also included in the viral IG captions pack, along with a little whoosh that is also included in the viral IG captions pack. And then I just have a sort of drone effect to like add some suspense right here, right before the hook ends. So it just drives the audience to wait until that climax, which is the end of the hook, and then it gets into the actual valuable information, if that makes sense. So then right here, we have that little Shopify notification when it shows the 2K, like that little cha-ching noise. You know, that noise is one of the best noises to hear. But anyways, and then right here, we have another flash. As soon as the hook ends, we have a metallic riser play, a super short one that's like crazy imitation, but you get what I'm trying to say. We got that going on. Then we have another flash, camera snap, shake, and then we have the song that he uses for his reels playing right after. And then it just plays out. And as you can see, the viral IG captions. Let me just play this all through with the sound for you guys so you can hear that. The quality might not be the best since I'm recording off my microphone and it's going to play out on my Mac. But let's just listen to this.
Ça m'a fait réaliser quelque chose d'important sur le contenu que nous, coachs et formateurs, créons. J'étais en train de pitcher mon offre à 4 000 euros et au lieu de me dire c'est trop cher ou j'ai pas les moyens, lui ce qui me sort c'est je sais pas si je vais être suffisamment engagé si je mets seulement 2 000 euros sur 4 000 euros.
Yeah, as you can see, it just looks insane, and literally the results speak for themselves. Like, he literally went from 10K a month to 20K a month all through Instagram content, and what shifted this change was the viral IG captions pack, which helped people watch until the end for him to be able to actually pitch his offer and have more people bite. Since he has very good offers, it is very interesting. He just needed the content to follow through with it. And the viral IG captions helped them out a ton. So that is how I set up all of my captions to essentially just hit way harder and actually keep people watching. So if you want to save hours and start batch making super clean content, the viral IG captions pack is linked down below. Everything I showed you today in this video is inside and included. You got drag and drop captions, templates, fonts, sound effects, and really cool zoom effects to use throughout your video to keep viewers engaged, on top of already having these super fire captions. I made this pack to literally solve the problems that I was having myself with client work. I wasn't getting high enough quality content pushed out fast enough, and I needed a system to be able to like reliably batch make super good content that not only look good but drive results. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to deal with wasting time, overthinking the captions, and just overall losing hours per reel, and that's like a non-negotiable. If you want to make content consistently, you can't be doing that. You need systems. So if that sounds like you, grab the pack, man, get back your time and start making content that people actually want to watch and help you sell offers that people actually want to buy. And if you sign up to the newsletter before checking out, you will get an additional 17% off your first order. So basically the pack goes from $47 to just about $39, something like that. So link is in the description. Go crazy, y'all, and I will catch you next time. Peace.